a-tetewithdaseny.
Hello everyone, I'm Dasny and I welcome you to this week's episode of a-Tete with Dasny. So if you're ready, I am ready and I hope you will enjoy today's ride. Alright, so today happens to be the last Friday in the month of August. Wow, nice. Like this month of August, of course, we started a teaching series titled Get to Know Your Child Better. And the first thing, of course, we spoke about getting to know your child, and then we moved from that. We spoke about grow gratitude, and then we went to encouraging empathy, and today we'll be talking about developing ambition. It's an interesting thing because most parents and caregivers have high hopes and expectations for their kids, and ambition is a strong desire to do or achieve something. It is a key trait for a child who wants to lead an extraordinary life. You know, as parents, as caregivers, uncles, aunties, you have this high expectation for kids, and also it is a good thing. Now, ambition helps children to set goals, stay motivated, and strive for success. It is something that must be nurtured and discovered from within. Yes, it is their ambition, but if you don't nurture it, it will just be lying dormant. So therefore, it is important for us to develop ambition in children, as it is an important part of their growth as human beings. Now, what's your responsibility as a caregiver or as a parent? Oh, an auntie, uncle, it is your responsibility now to ensure that you nurture these things in children. Now, how then do you go about doing that? The first and foremost thing is, in all the teaching series we've been doing, if you notice, I've been laying emphasis on modeling. And this also applies to developing ambition. You need to model for your child to see. You need to encourage them. And then there's this thing that parents do, they tend to tilt their children towards professions that are earning more money. For me, I would say each child is gifted, and if you're able to develop or discover the gift of such child, of course, we rest assured that the child will ace it wherever that child is, or whosoever the child grows up to become. So the first thing you need to do is model. What are you doing as a parent? What are those things you love to do, or what's your profession? The child needs to see you loving what you do. They sense a lot. They do that. And if you're working or if you have a job that you don't like, it is showing. No matter how much you try to protect it from there, they can sense it, they can feel it. So first of all, it needs to start from you. Whatever job you're doing, you need to love your job, okay? You need to like it. You need to love doing what you're doing. And then these children will see that, okay, fine, my daddy or my mom chose this path. And I think it's a good thing because she's actually enjoying, or he is actually enjoying what he's doing. So the next thing is you focus on effort, not outcomes. Now, the biggest and most ambitious challenges require the more hard work and effort. So praising your child's input ensures that they stay focused. Now, it is good, yes, you look at the finish line, you'll be like, okay, this is where I'm going to. But what are those things that you're encouraging your child to put into in order to be able to get to that finish line? I would say it's like building. The more you put on block, yes, you have a picture of what you want to build, but it takes process, it takes time. Now, if you focus on that effort, that's why I said it is more important for you to focus on the effort than the outcome, because in some cases, the outcome may not be what we actually envisage. But it is good that during the process, during the effort the child is imputing, the child gets to learn things. So that's why it is good for we as parents, caregivers, to focus on the effort the child is putting into becoming something than even the output. And then the next is embrace failure and use it as a learning opportunity. Like I just mentioned, sometimes it's not what we envisage that we get at the end of the day, but it's good because hey, you get to learn another time. And failure and mistakes are parts of a journey to greatness. So for the fact that the child faced this first time of becoming, let's say, a teacher, that doesn't mean the child would not be very good at teaching. It takes process. Okay, the child tries to teach something and then the child doesn't get it well. You encourage the child to do it again. The more the child keep repeating, the more the child learns several ways of doing things. And guess what? At the end of the day, the child would even forget that he actually failed while attempting to learn something. So it is good for us as parents and as caregivers to encourage our child to embrace failure, and then we use that as a learning opportunity in order to improve. Then the next thing is set meaningful goals and establish a plan to reach them. Now, it is good that yes, you want your child to become an astronaut, you want your child to become let me see which other one, okay, a tech guru and all that, but it is good you know the capacity and the capability of your child. You know that when you do this thing, you're going to push your child to the extreme. So it is good, in as much as you have this ambition for your child, set meaningful goals and then make out plans to ensure that this child achieves these goals. Now, I know of someone, he said, okay, the moment he gives birth to his child, he'll just keep a football and then the pencil, and whichever item the child picks, that's where they will focus. But guess what? Today the child is going to school and is also learning how to play ball, so that it's good. This is what you want for your child. But how then do you go about achieving that? It's very, very important. And then the last but not the least is spend time with people who are ambitious. Now, it is good that you're encouraging your child to be ambitious at home. I shared us a story of a little girl that went for the inauguration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and this is something she has been doing consistently, like over the years. So it's not something that she just started all of a sudden. Clearly we could see that her parents, or probably maybe the girl, has a flair for politics and they're trying to build a foundation for her. So it is good if your child wants to be a musician or he loves music, take the child out there, expose the child to music, expose the child to musical instrument, or if the child loves to play football, get a football for the child, and then if possible, take the child to a football field where he can see other people playing football. Now, with these little things I've said, of course, there are a lot of ways we can encourage and we can develop ambition in children. But I just hope with these few points, you can be able to, navigate your way around developing ambition in children. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you have comments, please leave them in the comment section and be rest assured I would respond. To have a lovely evening.